Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Alexis Romualdo, HPE Technology Architect for Servers. And what I'll be presenting for you today would be about HPE's solution for data management and analytics. Okay? Because with HPE, what we have or what we want to have for our customers is to have an end-to-end intelligent data solutions. Okay? Sorry, let me just, there we go. And really, the idea here is to have or to empower our customers to link as well as drive the business values or from their data. Okay. So just to give you a quick idea in terms of our modern data challenges. Okay. So first and foremost is that data has the power to transform. Let's face that. Okay. But it can only help us transform our businesses or our companies if it can be refined, organized, access when and where it's needed in a cost-efficient manner. Because with extract, what the idea here is that we're extracting value from data, and it is really crucial for innovation as well as allowing businesses to reach new customers, develop new compelling products as well as services, as well as operate faster and more intelligently. Right? Businesses of all sizes need a comprehensive strategy and an end-to-end solution so that they could harness the full potential of their data. Organizations really requires yung mga data-driven innovation so that they could accelerate yung mga digital transformations of their digital transformation journey that they have. Now, you might wonder, why is it important for me? So let me give you four things. First and foremost is that when it comes to data, it has an exponential growth. Okay? Every day, companies capture, store, as well as analyze large amounts of structured as well as unstructured data, including everything from consumer behavior metrics to internal company data. So basically, businesses of all sizes must turn data into somewhat of an actionable insights and really have the value to continue this innovation as well as remain competitive. Okay? Data-intensive applications such as analytic solutions as well as services deployment will be at the center of corporate technology investment in the near future. And this data must be stored, secured, as well as accessible as part of a company-wide data management effort. Sorry. However, many businesses lack the resources to manage the data at this scale as well as its complexity. And over the next 3 years, we are foreseeing at around 160 zettabytes of upcoming data by the end of 2025. So that's around 160 times more bytes of data than there are stars in the known universe. So imagine that. Now, the second reason is that in terms of relevant as well as secure access of data. So as we all know, cybercrime is the fastest growing criminal activity worldwide. Okay? And the problem here is that it's showing no signs of slowing down, given that it is really highly lucrative for cyber attackers, as well as in terms of we have difficulty in terms of identifying as well as prosecuting the perpetrators. And data has become one of the most valuable assets for companies of all sizes. Sorry about that. And also, businesses tends to collect, in terms of collection, increases in terms of the amounts of consumer data, high profile, and this comes with high profile data where breaches have become increasingly common. Okay? And losses from a single breach can really expose hundreds or millions of records that could also give us costs or gets us costs in terms of millions of dollars. And really, in terms of mitigation, we need to have it in terms of that. And the problem there is that it can take years just to recover from it. Now, a lot of the small as well as medium-sized companies are far from immune. Around 60% of the companies have fallen victim to cyber attacks, where there are failures within the 6 months. And this is based on a reliable source. This came from a National Cybersecurity Alliance. Okay? Now, the third one here is turning data into knowledge, whether it's descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and even prescriptive analytics. So artificial intelligence as well as machine learning technologies continue to improve and data capture and analytic technologies become more sophisticated, companies will find new and more effective ways to collect and contextualize data. Of course, doing so will be essential to maintaining competitiveness and winning in the marketplace. Applications and data live everywhere, and managing data effectively across hybrid cloud and on-premise computing environments is the next frontier for IT. Okay? So really the idea here is that we want to use all the data that we have gathered over the years to help us innovate, create new products. Other things that we could do is optimize the current process that we are currently doing. Of course. Last but not least, as to why it is important is that the rising cost of collecting, storing, managing, as well as analyzing data. Storage costs impact the bottom line, and companies need to determine how much storage they need, how quickly they need access to it, and what level of security is required. So really, in terms of storage costs, it doesn't just stop there. There are also costs for data management as well as analytics that needs to be factored in. Bad data, including incomplete, inaccurate, outdated, as well as confusing information, also generates significant costs for the companies. Bad data prevents companies from carrying out operations efficiently, delivering strong customer service, and implementing their business strategies effectively. Okay? So with HPE, what we want to have is an end-to-end intelligent data solutions that really empowers our customers to link as well as drive business value from their structured and unstructured data. Our expertise under technology as well as economics encompasses cohesive strategies, frameworks, as well as tools and sets coupled with leading edge technologies and consumption models for any point in the customer's intelligent enterprise data journey. Okay? So really the idea here is that on-premise to cloud-enabled. Okay? So this is somewhat of our messaging theme here. On-premise to cloud-enabled, as well as end-to-end intelligent solutions for your data-driven business. So now you might wonder what's the advantages when you get HPE solution for data management and analytics. So we have summarized it into three parts. First and foremost is the expertise that you can get from us. The second one is the portfolio that we have with the wide variety of options that we can offer from you, as well as DM or data management and analytics as a service. More on that on the next slides. Okay. So when we talk about expertise, with HPE, we provide you with deep expertise and support to help you design, plan, as well as implement end-to-end intelligent data solutions. Our experts are armed with industry-specific experience, as well as equipped with businesses with cohesive strategies, frameworks, and tools that can enable digital-first data strategy to really drive the value across the entire enterprises. So as you would like to boast around with HPE PointNext services, we have around or more than 15,000 specialists in around 200 countries that can cover around 30 languages and spanning a range of disciplines, whether we're looking at cloud consulting experts up to the level of operational services experts. Okay? Not to mention, we can also tap the power of AI, data, and advanced analytics to help you uncover insights as well as create trusted transactions and employ intelligence within revolutionary, okay, ethical as well as secure ways. So with HPE, we deliver best-in-class technology where and when you need it, whether we're looking at from edge to core up to the cloud. Sorry about that. And our technologies are purposely built to revolutionize the way customers interact, organize, as well as extract value from their data and drive business outcomes. Because the idea here is that with HPE, we bring you the agility to apps and data everywhere, whether we're talking about edge, cloud, or even within the data center. And as what we want to do is that we want to eliminate the complexity, the silos, as well as increase the driving speed and agility with the help of the common tools that are available, not just on the tools, but also on the processes as well as automation. And HPE has the broadest portfolio of proven workload optimized IT infrastructure products and solutions that provide a consistent experience using agile servers, secure storage, intelligent networking, and expert in terms of IT management. So basically with HPE, what we offer is the most comprehensive end-to-end solution or portfolio in HPC and AI sites so that we could meet the needs of any businesses. And HPE Big Data Analytics Solutions will turn your big data to a more into a more of a vital insights so that it can help your business um, transform from an edge to cloud perspective. Okay. So when we talk about DMA or data management and analytics as a service, this is a kind of offering that we offer to you, our customers, where the idea here is that you have a choice in how you acquire or as well as consume it. So really the idea here is a pay-per-use economics with the on-demand agility as well as scalability of the cloud, as well as the idea is to really reduce the cost as well as reduce the complexity so that we could innovate faster. Right? We have different sets of implementations. We have cloud implementations that are future proofs for your data management and analytics infrastructure. And we could also help manage administrative costs. So this solution is together with the help of our solution, HPE GreenLake. With HPE GreenLake, we deliver a public cloud service and infrastructure as a service for your workloads. And what's great about this is that it can be on the premise, it can be fully managed by the customer itself, and it will be on a pay-per-use model. Okay? And whether we're looking at it at the edge, at the cloud, or even on your data center, or even on the other collocations, all of these are available. So just to give you a quick survey from Forrester. So a Forrester survey found that customers using HPE GreenLake, so are some of its benefits. It's shortened time to market when in terms of deploying global IT projects. So really it helps them move fast or innovate fast. And it has been provided at the terms of 75% increase. We have reduced the CapEx spend by up to 40%, not to mention saved around 60% of the professional services or contractor cost on average. And what's the best thing about this is that we have improved IT resources productivity at around 40%. So with this solution that we can offer to you, we can easily innovate faster with their data, with elastic capacity and cloud economics and on-premise security control as well as governance. And at the end of the day, you pay for only what you use. Okay? Add to this is the speed of insights. So we can unlock the data's value and financial flexibility. So you can easily free up yung mga capital and at the same time boost the operational and financial flexibility. Not to mention yung upcycling and accelerated migration solutions natin, which are available under HPE PointNext. And with this solution, it allows you to recover and apply incremental value from your existing infrastructure while you modernize your applications as well as transform that data. Sorry about that. That data. There we go. Those data basically into insights as well as enhance yung mga service deliveries natin. Okay. So what I'm showing you here the next are some of the target workloads that are available and can be used, as well as these are also some of the common workloads that are available in the market. So really, we have a wide variety of selection of a workload optimized solutions. So first and for the first one would be our expertise in terms of SAP HANA. So as you can see here with HPE, we are the leading partner as well as a solution provider for HPE SAP HANA. We have also deployed HPE mission critical solutions as well as expert. We also have those experts. As you can see here, we are the number one in terms of server vendor for SAP HANA for all types of deployments, with approximately around 40% in terms of market share and more than the next three vendors combined. Okay? HPE has thousands of customers running running SAP HANA on HPE system with around 3,400 plus of HPE servers deployed around the world. Okay? So not to mention, when we talk about expertise, we have gained around 30 years of working relationship with SAP and through dedicated engineers in co-innovation labs focused on digital transformation. So from here on out, we could truly say that HPE is the industry expert when it comes to SAP HANA. HPE is the clear expert for this space and should be leveraged as a trusted advisor for any SAP HANA deployment. Okay? Another solution for SAP HANA is the edge to cloud solution. Okay? So the idea here is that we are transforming your SAP experience in an edge to cloud world with HPE solutions for mission critical SAP HANA workloads. We can provide you with an unmatched combination of performance, flexibility, as well as availability for small to large enterprises. And what's great about this is that we provide you with the optimum choice of deployment level, whether we're looking at an appliance based or we're going on for more of a TDI, okay, or conventional on premises or even through cloud economics. So for HPE's mission critical workloads or mission critical environments, we can offer you the said servers, which is HPE Superdome Flex. We also have our HPE ProLiant servers if you're looking more of a TDI perspective. But what's great about this is that at the end of the day, a lot of our hardware are certified for SAP HANA. So they are all hardware certified. Okay. So later on, I would like to emphasize one of the product that we have, but that will be for a later time. Okay. So last but not the least is the option for GreenLake for SAP HANA. Okay. So the idea here is for us to really free up the capital or the capex, okay, and the same time gaining superior performance as well as agility, basically by running the SAP HANA workload on some of the biggest as well as the fastest bare metal appliances that are available on the market today. And again, this is a pay-per-use model with a commit rate. I think this is better talked about later on or on a separate topic. But again, the idea is that we could provide you with any HPE hardware. We could custom fit it based on the requirement that you have and gain the cloud-like experience that you are experiencing within a cloud-like cloud provider. Okay. So just to give you an idea, just as an example of a customer. So what we have here is Salling Group. So Salling Group is Denmark's largest retailer, where they have more than around 100 or 1,500 stores, as well as around 53,000 employees. That serves around 11 million customers per week. And this is through groceries, general merchandise, as well as some of the specialty items. And their objective is to maximize the agility as well as efficiency for a rapidly growing mission-critical SAP business warehouse infrastructure. And our approach as HPE, we have provided them a solution with HPE GreenLake everything as a service model for HPE servers and storage. Not to mention, we could also integrate or include in the bundle or in the solution the SAP HANA 2 platform and the SAP BW. Okay? And as you can see, when it comes to the solution itself or the results that we have provided, okay, The business's intelligence infrastructure has enabled the selling group to optimize their merchandise inventory at more than 1,500 stores to practically meet the customer's demand and business's profitability objectives. Okay? The solution is composed of HPE GreenLake, HPE GreenLake for SAP HANA, HPE GreenLake for management services. Top it off with HPE Superdome Flex, HPE storage, as well as backup. And last but not least, of course, is the software. So as you can see here, the software includes our HPE InfoSight, SAP Business Warehouse, as well as SAP HANA, together with the OS of SUSE. So just from hearing those solution components, you could already we could already say that what we are offering to you is a solution, a workload optimized solution, where what's the great thing about this is that HPE is the only one that you need to talk to. We are the single point of contact for this. Another workload that we have in terms of our workload optimized solutions is SQL servers. So with HPE, we offer a broad range of database consolidation as well as migration services that are available through HPE Pointnext services. Okay? Not to mention, on top of that, we also have consulting services that can provide you the initial advice to help you ensure a successful SQL server deployment. And with the ID or with the database migration service, we can help you deliver a smooth migration as well as fast database consolidation. Now, finally, when it comes to HPE's Pointnext services, we also provide you support and ongoing training as well as readiness services to make you and your team be ready for the Microsoft SQL Server environment so that it can help you operate it efficiently as well as effectively. Okay? So that's us showing our expertise on this workload. And with the edge to cloud solutions, with HPE, again, I would like to emphasize the breadth of platform solutions that are available for that can accompany this workload, which is the Microsoft SQL Server. Right? Whether we're looking at the entry level or probably with gradients for levels of for performance, availability, usability, as well as scale and economics, all of those can be catered by our product. Okay? Whether we're looking at a small scale from our HPE DL300 series, or we're looking at consolidating a huge amount of databases as well as applications within a single bundle through the help of HPE Synergy, or we want to protect this data or those data with the help of our Superdome Flex family. All of those are available. So we have here actually from Director IT from Burger King, where they have experienced the solution that we provided to them, where usually it used to take them around 24 to 28 hours from their old platform. So basically just to do the batch processing. And with the help of Superdome Flex, they have broadened it and gained that only at around 6 hours in terms of the processing. So dito with Burger King, this is one of the solutions, one of the customers that I would like to highlight that uses HPE solution using a Microsoft SQL Server. And as you can see here, they have the challenge of using x86 legacy system, where the problem is really more on performance. Okay? The performance for their mission critical enterprise resource planning or ERP system, and they're currently using Microsoft Dynamics. So the solution that we provided is simple. Okay, we have provided them a Superdome Flex server, as well as some services that to complement the solution itself. And as stated from Maxim, of the director of the Burger King Russia, it really helped them in terms of optimizing as well as increasing their efficiency within their within their environment. Okay? Now, the last workload that I would like to highlight is Oracle. So in terms of expertise, just like I've said previously, we have tons of experts that are available at your disposal. Right? We have over around 30 plus years in terms of partnership. We have deployed at around 140,000 of customers that are using enterprise Oracle customers. Okay? So I'm not gonna reiterate what I've said with the in terms of expertise. What are the offerings that that you can get from us? But again, this is something that we are expert that we are expert on. And then in terms of the solution, again, I'll go back to the solution to the wide variety of options that we can offer to you. Okay? As again, these are all certified, Oracle certified, and whether we're looking at an industry standard to a mission critical system to basically support your Oracle workloads, all of those are available. So just to give you a quick sample for our customer, we have a global retail. Okay, so and really the challenge here is that they have different sets of database management or environment, and it spans across Linux, AIX, as well as Exadata. So basically, the solution that we provided to them is simple. We provided to them an optimized as well as clusters consolidation and automation with the help of Ansible as well as HPE GreenLake. Not to mention, we have reduced the cost. Kasi before they are currently using cores and users as their licenses. So on this solution, what we did is that we have provided them a solution that will be mainly focused on the course itself, therefore reducing the cost. Okay? And the solution itself isn't something that are for short term. What's great about this is that we have planned it throughout multiple terms. Okay? The short-term investment or the short-term advantage of getting the solution is basically they will be refreshing the hardware. The next plan is to migrate the AIX as well as the Exadata to more of a Linux approach, so that we could consolidate, not to mention ease up in terms of management of the infrastructure. And last but not the least is that since they have some ongoing Microsoft SQL instances, the long-term plan would be to migrate them to Oracle itself. So this is really more of a specific workload approach or solution. Okay. So you might have probably wondered, or you might have somewhat me reiterating Superdome Flex. Heard me reiterating Superdome Flex, and this is one product that I would like to highlight on this presentation. Because with HPE Superdome Flex, this is our product for mission critical servers that make sure that you have all the RAS features that you need to make sure that the system itself won't go down. Okay, we have our entry server for the Superdome Flex here, which is what's great about this is that it uses the latest Intel 3rd Gen processor, and really this is something that no server can no ISS can match to, because it can scale up to 8 sockets, having up to around 224 cores. So imagine that. Not to mention you can have a maximum of around 24 terabyte of shared memory. And again, please note that this is our entry level for the Superdome Flex family. And it's something that I would like to boast around when it comes to this product is its extreme Superdome RAS features. It has RAS features that would really make sure that the system is up and running in terms of in the case of uneventful events. Or sorry, unwanted events. Okay. The next offering in terms of our Superdome Flex servers is the Superdome Flex itself. So the difference between the 280 and the Superdome Flex is the scalability. So the idea with Superdome Flex is that it can scale up to 32 sockets and can act as a single system. So imagine having a single OS, whether it's SUSE, RHEL, probably Windows, or probably even VMware. It can have the total number of cores that are within the 32 sockets in a single instance. Okay, so just imagine that. A lot of the resources that you can gain from just having that. not to mention top it off with the extreme availability that are available on every Superdome Flex servers. Okay? And what's great about this is that you can start you can start easily, not to mention scale easily by just simply adding additional chassis or additional server of Superdome Flex. And what's great about this is that you could either make it act as a single system, or you can make it act as different sets of environments, whether you have a mix of VMware, RHEL, SUSE. Okay? All of those can be done with the HPE Superdome Flex. So enough of me emphasizing the hardware itself. Let's go down to how it guards the downtime itself. So basically, this slide shows HPE Superdome Flex, where it delivers availability from the component level up to the stock, to the mission critical services surrounding it for a full solution availability. Okay? So as you can see from top to down, we have full solution availability with the help of HPE Pointnext services and our broad ecosystem of partnership. We also have error identification, reporting, as well as recovery, in terms of to help you with your software and OS. And please do take note that this is really a best in class. It has a best in class predictive fault handling that initiates self repair without operator assistance, with to the help of the analysis engine built in within the system. And just to add it up with a value add software, we also have HPE Service Card for Linux that helps you with high availability as well as disaster recovery automation. Okay? Infrastructure-wise, we have extreme Superdome RAS features that takes place at the system level. So as you can see here, from the very bottom up to the level of the services provided, we can help you as HPE guard you against any downtime. Okay? So just to give you a quick comparison when it comes to the Superdome Flex against any x86 service. So as you can see here, we have a firmware first policy. Okay. So when I said firmware first, the approach here is that the errors are contained at the firmware level before any interruption can occur at the OS layer. Okay. So what's great about this is that it just makes sure that the system itself will probably reboot the system or the firmware itself. And definitely it would not create any interruption in terms of the OS. Okay. So it's trying to fix itself from the firmware level itself. Okay. And no x86 servers can do that. It has automatic error logging. It has auto self-healing. Now, when I say self-healing, it doesn't mean that when a disk gets broken or just malfunction, it will automatically heal it. No. The idea of self-healing is that it will disable as well as deconfigure that failed div. So that's on the next feature that we have for the Superdome Flex. So again, the system or the OS layer is not affected. Okay. So we also have here some of the onboard fault analyzer. We can do somewhat of an automatic restart after the deconfiguration as well as a self-healing factor. We can also do advanced processor error handling. Okay. Some of the features that I would like to emphasize is more of it that it can fail in the case of failure for DIMMs that are CPU. It will automatically deconfigure the system, running it on a degraded state. But at the end of the day, the system is still up and running. The OS is not affected. Okay. Right. So if there are any questions, of course, I have some shared links here. If you want to know more in regards to HPE's offerings. Now, if there are any questions, it's either you can feel free to email me here or probably you can answer some through live.